guys having a blessed Sunday. I'm excited. I'm excited for this upcoming chapter that we have in our team. This information that I have right here in my notebook is absolutely life-changing. I took this information, I kid you not, December 2018, January 2019 is when I hit a residual, a six-figure residual income, and it was the help of these 8 steps that literally took the information that I had in my mind, put it on a notebook, and literally applied it into my business, applied it into my life, and kaboom is what happened. So if you're excited about this information, drop some fire emoji in the chat, show the team that you're excited, and of course, we all know note takers are what? Money makers. That's right. So here's the deal. Being involved in network marketing right now for 2.5 years, it's interesting. We've seen a lot of ups, we've seen a lot of downs, and to me, what matters the most is that the leadership that we created in our organization is truly second to none. Truly second to none. I'll tell you guys why. The people that, it's weird. The people that we're attracting into our organization right now are all on a higher frequency, right? On a very bigger frequency. They're coming to really dominate. We haven't attract so called buckets for a while. We've been attracting some solid people, and people that are really seeing our vision, people that are really seeing our culture, people that are really loving what we do, and people that are trusting our leadership to take them from point A to point B. That's our job as leaders to take somebody from point A to point B, and then give them the faith, the desire. We give them the hope to go to Z. That's all it is. You see, in network marketing, that's all we do. As leaders, my job right now is to give you energy for you to go out there Monday morning and do the things that you need to do to build your business. That's all we have to do. And as a leader, I gotta lead by example. If I'm telling you to go out there and build a business, my job is to build the business first. If your leader is telling you to go out there and prospect, ask them for their prospecting. If they're telling you to go out there and actually build a team and actually start recruiting, ask them how many people have you recruited so far. I want to see your numbers. Because I hate leaders that just talk. I hate leaders. And listen, y'all know me. I'm straight to the point. I hate leaders that just talk. Do what you're saying you want to do. You want to recruit? Go out there and recruit. You want to build a team? Go out there and build a team. Stop talking about it. And y'all know me. I get itchy when I have whiners on my team. Itchy, right? So it's important for you guys to start thinking about 2020 tonight. 2020 doesn't start January. It starts tonight. It starts December. Because everybody that you know is starting 2020 in January. So if you start 2020 right now tonight, you're ahead of all of them. So I need you to start 2020 tonight. And I need you to make a commitment to yourself. We exceeded 100 people on the call. I need you to make a commitment for yourself tonight that you're going to go all out in 2020. Listen, I don't know what your dreams are. I don't know what your aspirations are. I don't know what you want to accomplish with our business and your life. I don't know what you need, but all I know is if you, within our organization, you're shooting for something bigger. If you are within our team, you're shooting to have a better life. You're shooting to have a better income. You're shooting to have a better standard of living, right? And this is why we have so many people kind of come in at a higher frequency and really build this thing to the next level, right? And this is pretty much what I want to talk about. It's surreal, the incomes that we've seen go up in the past couple weeks. Crazy. And I'll tell you guys why. It's because our new system is nuts. There's a lot of new updates upcoming. Just stay tuned for that. I heard some stories today and I'm like, it's gonna really, really make a difference, right? So let's get right into it. Step number 1. I need you to start with a commitment. That's all it is. Step number 1 in anything in life is a commitment. You see, if you commit tonight and you actually hold your commitment, I promise you, you'll get there. You see, I've always said this. Success loves speed. Success loves speed, right? And tonight, if you're really trying to commit, if you're really trying to actually build a business in 2020 and have a huge organization, tonight is when you actually commit, right? And here's how you commit. You start with actually writing it down, right? So I already write my commitment down. I wrote it down and I know what I'm shooting for, right? I am going to commit to have this business, I'm going to have commit to have the biggest business launch that I've ever had so far in my career, and I'm committing to take my team to the next level. I literally wrote it down, right? I have it written down. So what is your commitment level? And who are you committed to? Are you going to write it down? I need you to write it down, right? You see, thoughts become things, but they don't just become things. You got to write it down. It happens 3 times. In your mind, on a paper, in reality. So start by thinking about it, putting it on there, and boom, happens to reality, right? So I need you to start committing to your goals, committing to what you want to desire. I need you to start committing to your team. And I'll talk about that in a bit. I need to start committing to your team, right? I'll talk about goals in a bit. So, and speaking of goals, that's step number 2. Step number 2 is you got to set your goal. You got to have a set. Listen, it has to be so precise. You know exactly how you're going to get it. By the number. It has to be so precise that you know exactly how to get it. It has to be very specific with what you're shooting for. Very specific. And I'll tell you guys why. A lot of people have specific goals of money, which is not the best way to actually do it, right? It's important for you to have these affirmations of money, but the better affirmations is by enrollment. How many people you're going to help? Because now you have an attainable goal, right? So I wrote down right here, I'm so happy and grateful now that I enrolled 20 people in my organization in the month of December, and I helped 5 of them get 4 people each and rank advance. I wrote it down, right? So I have a specific goal with enrollment. And then of course, I have another goal with money. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I make X amount of money by December 31st, 2019. And now, right now, my job is to reverse engineer that. Okay, so if I want to make $50,000 a month, I'm going to reverse engineer it. Where am I right now in my income? And what do I need to do to actually get to that goal? All right, well, I'm missing, let's say, $20,000 in income. Okay, so what do I need to sell to get that $20,000? All right, well, I need X amount of people to do X amount of things at X amount of time. Trust me, it's possible. November last year, I was a premier. I deranked to premier. Premier was paying $2,000 a month. January, it was $12,000 a month. So y'all tell me if it works or it doesn't. I committed, right? This is why I'm telling you guys, write down your goal with enrollment and write down your goal with revenue and reverse engineer it. How many people do you want to help to start actually doing it, right? It has to be an affirmation, and this affirmation has to be every single day. See, all I'm teaching you is relaunching your business. That's all you need to do. You need to relaunch your business. 2020 vision. Ozzy said it best. 2020 vision, right? So step number 3, you gotta set your launch date. Listen, I don't care how good you are. You can't be beast mode 24/7. It is what it is. You can't be beast mode 12 months of the year. You gotta have some set time, some set launch, right? Let's say from tonight, 90 days, right? Or 60 days, or even 30 days. Commit. Literally, have nothing else better to do but this happening in your life. Commit to tell your family, listen, I'm going on just a 30-day run, and I need you guys' support. After 30 days, with what I'm being compensated for, I will compensate you guys. Make a deal with them. Listen, it's okay to make a deal with your family. It's okay to make a deal with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your wife, with your 2 wives, right? Make a deal. You want to be able to make a deal. The reason why is because you want everybody on the same level, on the same thinking, on the same understanding, right? So set your launch date tonight, the beginning and the end. So you gotta choose 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. depending on how hard you want to go and where you want to get. Listen, I'm that type of guy on YouTube that I stay up late and I just listen to success stories of network marketing. I don't know if I'm weird like that, but I just be scrolling video after video after video. Yesterday I was listening to a video and the guy did a 90-day game run. He went from $5,000 a month to $100,000 in 90 days. The only way that's possible on earth is network marketing. I swear to God, I've never heard anything possible like that in my entire life. The only way it's possible is network marketing, right? So that's step number 3. Set your launch date and the end date, of course. Are we talking 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days? Step number 4 is you gotta pick an incentive or a reward. Listen, this is something that I had to learn the hard way this year. Because I was always, guess what, Rakan, beast mode, right? Beast mode 24/7. I don't need incentives. I don't need rewards. Guess what? I burnt myself out. Even though my organization was producing like crazy. But over the past 2 months, we've had a month and a half, we've had 500 plus people join our organization. 500 plus people. It tells you that it's working, but even deep down, it's because I didn't reward myself for the good things that happened after my last 30-day game run. Guess what happened? It happened that I was burned out. I didn't incentivize myself, right? I was always incentivized by money. But guess what? At one point, money is not going to be the only incentive. So have a specific intention that you give yourself. Or sometimes, the company has some type of incentives, right? So right now, rapid fire, you can actually hit these incentives on a weekly basis. And top 4, I believe, get, X amount of money. Hey, that's every single week, right? So have an incentive. Okay, I want to hit it at least 3 times within the next, month or 2 months. Have an incentive and have a reward for it, right? After the 30 days, after the 60 days, after the 90 days, I am going to reward myself with a trip. I want to travel for a weekend. I want to take the money that I make and go market somewhere. I want to, take out my team. I want to take out my family. Whatever you think reward is for you, just do it up, right? So that's step number 4. Step number 5. This is going to be a long one, so I need you guys to be taking some notes. It's something that I learned at my job when I used to have one. Back in the days, right? I feel like I'm old right now. Back in the days. Key performance indicators. KPIs. Because guess what? If you're running your business like an amateur, you're going to get paid like an amateur. I'm going to repeat this one more time. If you're running your business like an amateur, you're going to, guess what? You're going to get paid like an amateur. What do you tell your new people, your new upcoming leaders? What are you telling them to shoot for? Because if you're always telling them to shoot for ranks and you're not actually helping the people that are new, chances are your top leaders are not gonna always stay committed. Key performance indicators. Right? Because you can measure a lot of things in network marketing. So you can measure the income, you can measure the rank ups, you can measure how many 6-figure earners you have on your team, you can measure how many people make $500 on your team. But I have 3 different KPIs that I truly believe are the best in what we have in our company right now, right? So let's start with number 1. $1. If you've ever made $1 in our company, drop $1 in the chat. Let's see how many people actually are making money with us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can't count. That's how you know we have too many people making money with us. All right? How many? I need you. Listen, if you're a leader on the call, I need you to write this down. How many people in your organization have earned $1 since they started? And always try to remind yourself that. How many people in your organization have earned $1, at least $1, since they got started? And I'm going to give you guys the stats. I hope you guys are ready for this. This is some brutal stats, by the way. 70% of people that join network marketing companies never earn $1. Do you guys see why I'm obsessed about our company? Do you guys see why I'm obsessed about our new compensation plan? Do you guys see I'm obsessed about our new leadership? Because this in our company is way less Way less. Maybe our old compensation plan, I understand, I get it. So you need 12 people to make $1. But either way, they can make $1 in trading side. But let's talk about just the network marketing side. 70% of people that join network marketing never earn $1. They're customers. But let me give you the stats that will boost your business. If you have, they did a stat recently, I think 2019, over the course of 2018, sorry. They did a stat. They're like, okay, let's check all our customers across the board. And they said, over 90 days, if a new customer haven't made $1 yet in 3 months, in 90 days, the retention ratio is 20%. So you sign up 10 people, and within 90 days, only 2 stay. If they all haven't earned nothing over 90 days, so 3 months. Over 90 days, if they earn $1, just $1, the retention ratio is 74%. 74%. I don't know if you guys can take this in. The ratio went up 54% just because they earned $1. So what is your job as a leader? Your job as a leader is to influence that number in your organization. And you cannot depend on trading. Listen, I love trading. I'm an advocate, but you cannot depend on trading when it comes to that. Anybody in my organization that signs up, I gotta make them $1 somehow. I gotta make them a fast success story somehow. Somehow, I gotta make them a fast success story. Right? So that's number one, making $1. Number two, core rank. Right? So what is a rank in your organization that you can achieve within 30, 60, and 90 days that give or take you'll earn anywhere from $300 to $500. Now, luckily in our compensation plan, there's like 10 ways to make that, right? There's 10 ways to make $300, unreal, but I would say the easiest way is through maybe rapid fire, right? Sign up 12 people on the 99 package, you get $300 residually. Very good. Beautiful, right? Sell one elite, get $200 up front. Very good, right? Or even through the regular compensation plan, right? Through the binary. So the core rank should be the executive rank. And every single month, you gotta measure, okay, how many people do I have in my organization hitting that executive rank? Every single month, I'm gonna write it down. Okay, how many people do I have that hit it last month, and how many people I'm gonna have hit it this month? I promise you, if you ever see me at an event, ask me for my old book. If you look at my books, early this year, every single month, at the beginning of the month, I'm gonna see how many certain rank, it's called business builder in the old compensation plan, how many business builders did I have last month and how many business builders that I have next month. And I used to divide my teams because we had 3 teams back in the days, right? 3 teams. We have 2 teams now, only 3 teams. So back in the days, I used to, okay, how many BBs, how many business builders right here, how many business builders right here, and how many business builders right here. Right now, you can measure off 2 teams. It's easier. So how many executives do you have on your left leg, and how many executives do you have on your right leg? Right? And every single month, all you gotta do, all your focus, all your energy is on that. All your focus, all your energy is on that. Either 12 people with rapid fire or executive. And that's how you measure it. That is how you measure it. Right? Because if you put the spotlight every single month on the people that are qualifying, so that's what we're gonna do starting December, every single executive or every single person that has 12 people in their organization through rapid fire personally, they're gonna get promoted in our Telegram chat, and of course, where there's over 1,000 people there, they're gonna get promoted. They're gonna share their small story, and of course, they're gonna be on stage on our Super Sunday events, of course. So there's gonna be a lot of spotlight on these small ranks because our job is to influence these small ranks because these small ranks build a huge organization. By the way, the big ranks does not build a big organization. It's a small rank because let's say you have a big leader with a lot of influence. If he doesn't have a lot of key leaders at the bottom, I promise you, that organization is not going to stay at the income that is always going to stay, right? And people can get demotivated by this. So you got to understand this. So I need you to do this with your team tonight. right? Tonight, every single month, beginning of every month. Today is December 1st, so you got to start tonight. Go to your organization, go to your group chats, shoot a video. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is my name. I've been helping so many people, and this is to your organization, and I'm looking to work with 5 people that want to hit executive, and you take these 5 people and you only focus on them. Everybody else gets just group time. These 5 people, you just focus on them. Help them. Have a step-by-step system on what they need to do to shoot the executive or to shoot the rapid fire, right? How many contacts they need to call. How many people they need to meet. How many this, how many that, how many Insta stories, how many Insta posts. Have a set plan for them to shoot for the extra $300 to $500 a month, right? And measure this month, and then measure next month, and then measure the month after. And every single month, this is non-negotiable, the numbers have to be higher than the month before. Non-negotiable. I don't care if it's December. I don't care if it's January. I don't care. Listen, every single month, your numbers should be higher because there's always somebody that wants to make an extra income. Always somebody. So as I said, I need you to go to your teams tonight. Be like, hey guys, I'm picking 5 nominees, 5 people that I really want to work with. And I'm going to dedicate all my time, all my energy. I'm going to call you every single day for 30 days until you hit that executive rank. Until you get that $300 to $500 off the rapid fire. That's my job. That's my commitment to you. That's my commitment to you, right? So as I said, every single month the number has to go up. Create a game plan with your leaders. Talk to your leaders. Listen, communication is key. Call your leaders on a daily basis. Tell them what are your numbers. Stop being a rookie and hoping for people to rank. So like, oh, I'm gonna hit this big rank. That's what rookies do. You wanna be a professional network marketer, you gotta play professional numbers. And how you play professional numbers? Simple. Focus on a core rank. Right? Number 1, help somebody make $1. Number 2, focus on a core rank. Number 3, your convention attendance. Now, of course, we just had a Miami leadership trip, and we had a lot of people from the Canadian team, right? We have a lot of people from the Canadian team come there, and it was the number was bigger than I've ever had at a convention. Now, by the way, we're having some upcoming promotions and upcoming deals. We'll let the team know when the next convention is gonna be, right? And you wanna drive your entire team to that convention. You wanna, because the upcoming convention is gonna make up for the old convention. I promise you this. And you wanna do everything in your power to get your entire organization to that event, because it's gonna be let's not cuss, because I'm gonna upload this on YouTube, right? It's gonna be big. Because you don't want to have sales more than you have influence in your organization, right? You don't want to have sales more than influence in your organization, because guess what? Big leaders are created at big events. I was born at a big event. Kane was born at a big event. Matthew was born at a big events. The leaders that are on the call, they were born at big events. Every leader, every mentor that you have were born at a big event. And I promise you, if your leader is not at a big event and they're talking all the big game, they're not born. They're not gonna stay at the top of the game. I promise you, all the top leaders are born at big events, right? So that's for KPIs. So make sure you're having the numbers. Play the numbers game. Listen, business is simple. Business is simple. You have to write down your numbers, know your numbers, and play by your numbers. And as long as you're doing that, you're gonna have a lot of success. I promise you this, right? So we talked about number 1. We gotta commit. Number 2, we gotta set your goals. Number 3, set the launch date and the end date. We're talking 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. Number 4, pick your incentive and reward. We're talking number 5, the KPIs. Let's talk about number 6. Number 6, as a network marketer, as a person is gonna relaunch their business tonight, you gotta set up a whole new list. I made a commitment. I will not go to sleep until I finish my new list tonight. So as soon as I'm done with this call, I'm gonna rock. I'm gonna literally rock a call. I signed up 3 people just today, and I'm shooting for at least 100 in the next 2 months. $99. Let's go, right? $99. Let's go. So if I have 100 people personally signed up in my organization, first of all, my success ratio is gonna be super high. That's number 1. Number 2, my residual income from that is $2,500 US. just residually from the people that I signed up. But guys, it's $100. Hey, what's the worst that can happen? It's $100, right? Get your people in the doors. And then, of course, help them upgrade with our upgrades parties after. By the way, just a note. If you are looking to be in the December 7th event, make sure, and you're an elite member, make sure you message Kane and tell them that you're committed to come to the event. I need you to message Kane or message your leader in the chat and tell them that you're committed to come December 7th. We're gonna have, some type of incentive for our elite members, and our elite members can bring 1 to 2 from their any other pack guests, right? So that's number 6. Create a new list. Listen, if you already have a list, I promise you, just turn that off and create a whole new list. I tried this before and it helped me so much because I was so stuck on my old list that I couldn't really juggle. I couldn't really get everything out of my mind. The best way to do this is simple. The best way is simple. Go through your Instagram. Go through your Facebook. Go through your contact. Literally Google memory jogger. You'll see how you get reminded by the people that you forgot to talk to, right? Because our opportunity is second to none. I tell you guys that much. For $100, it's second to none. Nobody has our system for $100. I don't care what. Nobody has our system for $100. Nobody has a system that you can refer a $100 product and get $25 every single month. Nobody. Don't care what it is. Nobody. Right? So that's number 6. Build a launch list. Number 7 is you got to get to work. You got to get to work. Work the plan until the plan works. Work the plan until the plan works. Listen, you have to get to work. Set a number. You see, this is how I made it easier for my business, because I used to meet a lot of people a day in beast mode. I felt like I was wasting time. But guess what I did? I recorded a video. And I kind of wrote down step by step our system. It's a 4-step system. And what happened is I shot a video, uploaded it on YouTube. Guess what I did? Anybody that's interested, here, watch this video. So you can either use my video, you can use Kane's video, you can use your leader's video. Just utilize a video because it makes it easier for you to pique interest. So as soon as you pique interest, boom, you can actually get them started. Or you can meet up with them after to get them started. Because right now you know that you're not going to waste time with that. Right, you know the objections you're gonna encounter. So you have to get to work. Set a goal. Set a day. Okay, well, I'll tell you guys this. Imagine on Instagram, just on social media, you have a goal of exposing, literally sending that link, that video link, to 2 to 3 people a day. So let's just say 3 people a day. 3 by 30 is 90. So 90 people are gonna get exposed to the information within a 30-day period. Okay. If our closing ratio is very bad, which is not on $100, at least I'm gonna have 20 sign up. Just like the bare minimum, 20 sign up. Boom. What's 25 multiplied by 20? Y'all do the math. Right? Already have a part-time income. I already have a part-time income residual every month. Not only that, but I have 20 brand new people excited to share the opportunity and change their life in 2020. This is how you go into Momentum 2020. You don't start Momentum 2020. You want to go into Momentum 2020, right? Mark my words. We're going to have some crazy Momentum 2020. So that's number 7. Get to work. And number 8, celebrate on a daily basis. I'm the type of guy that I will go beast mode. Just back to back, calls after meetings. And at night, I'll be like, I haven't done enough. I shouldn't have done this. And listen, it's okay, right? I typically write down my journal every single night before I go to sleep. It's okay to have that, but try as much as you can to celebrate on a daily basis. So let's say you contacted 2 people and it was successfully contacting two people. Give yourself a pat on the back. Because now you're associating work, the actual work, into pleasure. You're not associating work to pain. You're associating work with pleasure. So it's easier for you to have a habit of working after you're done or after you're give or take burned out, right? So give yourself a pat on the back sometimes. Because when you associate your work with pleasure, it'll be easier for you to continue to work, continue to expose people, continue to share the information, continue to help people change their life, continue to help people earn $1 in the markets, continue to help people rank up. It gets too much sometimes. I understand. Trust me. I'm a human being as well. Not always, but sometimes I'm a human being. So you gotta understand. You gotta give yourself. You gotta celebrate sometimes. Celebrate with yourself. Celebrate with your teams. And I'll end with a story. You see, I heard this a while ago, and it's from a gentleman called Ed Milet, and I was at an event. By the way, I'm going to Go Pro Recruiting Mastery, December 10th, December 15th. I'm gonna actually shoot a video with Eric Rory when I get there. He's gonna shout out the Canadian team, so y'all wait for that video to drop. But on a second note, I went to an event and I heard this guy speak, and he was talking about. Y'all ever watched a movie and you see, at the end of the movie, the leading characters kind of come and play, and you read the leading characters, and what happens when you wait a minute or two? It happens that you see, cab driver number 1, cab driver number 2, waitress number 1, waitress number 2, and he said too many people are too afraid of what cab number 2 or waitress number 1 is thinking about what they're doing. And the thing that's gonna steal their dreams is their obsession of their philosophies, of their ideas, of what they think that what I'm doing, if I'm doing wrong or right for myself. And he's something that touched me. He's like, stop living and stop being obsessed of what other people have to think about you. Listen, start living your goals. Start shooting for your goals, not only for these people. Start shooting for your goals for yourself, for your family, for your spouse, for the leading characters in life, the people that are going to show up at the end of your life. You have to show up to these people, because these people are the people that are going to appreciate what you're doing with them right now. Because I promise you, the sacrifices that I made 2017 and 2018 are paying off 2019. I have yet to have a check under $15,000 this past year. And this is not bragging. And I'm telling you, I worked my ass off all 2017 and all 2018 to have the income that I have today. But I need you to do the exact same thing. Listen, nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. But I truly believe with our system, if you can just focus, just focus for 30, 60, 90 days, I guarantee you'll have something come your way. You'll have some blessings come your way. And your job as a leader is to give that influence to your team, to give that energy to your team, to give that support to your team, to give that belief to your team, because nobody else will ever give it to your team but you. Listen, we as reps, we as associates, we as distributors, we go out there when you actually build the business. We're actually in the field. We're actually talking to people. We're actually rebuttaling people. Some people think it's the pyramid scheme. People think it's a scam. It doesn't work. This, that. Listen, I've heard it all. It's a Fugazi, it's a Figazi, it's a Woozy. I've heard it all. But my job is to not listen. And I have to listen to one voice. That one voice is going to take me to the promised land. That one voice is going to take me to the other side. That one voice that's going to really make sure I'm taking care of me, myself, my family, and my children's children. And I hope you guys are on the same page. My face is red. I hope you guys are on the same page. So with that being said, listen, my love goes to all of you all. Make sure you're setting your goals tonight. Make sure you're shooting for 2020 with some power. Because I promise you, once I'm back from GoPro, I'm gonna have a lot of information, and by the end of January, I'm gonna have an incentive for the entire team. I'm gonna take a good 300 people to a huge mastermind, a huge event. It's going to be just training for 2 days back to back. I'm going to have some type of incentive at the end of January, and it's going to be really phenomenal what you do. So listen, all I do is for you guys. All we do as Canadian leaders is for you guys. All we do as a company is for you guys. Trust me, we fight for your commissions. We fight for your places. We fight for you to make $1. So please, just help us. Help us build this organization. And I promise you, we'll have 10,000 people at the end of 2020. I love you guys. Stay committed to your dreams. Stay committed to your goals. Reach out to your leaders. Start right now. 5 executives by the end of December. Love you guys. Let's shoot for the top. See you. Fuck my life.